An update now, the old Hollywood Theaters property in Tyler will be converted into an office and clinic space after today's city council approval. The theater is planning to close, although a specific date has not been set. Bethesda Health Clinic is the potential tenant of the space. Today, the city council approved a zoning change for the property in West Tyler from a light industrial district to a general commercial district. Lawmakers are preparing to head back down to Austin. The new Texas legislative session starts next month. You'll hear what East Texas political leaders are looking to see accomplished. That story in just 60 seconds.